Possessing our possessions, Part 2. But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. Obadiah chapter 1 verse 17. Holiness. A life of holiness is a precondition to possessing your possessions. God is holy, and of necessity we must be holy. Living a life that does not put God off you is vitally important. Can two walk together except they be agreed? Amos chapter 3 verse 3. Our possession is what belongs to Him that He is releasing to us because of the covenant He has with us. Our possession is what we obtain from Him as inheritance. Our possession is the will He makes for us. His will for us reflects how well He is pleased with our lives. Holiness is God's nature. If we live a holy life, we affirm that we are begotten by Him, and so possess His nature. If we live a life that is impure, we deny Him. We deny His nature. If so, then we have no right to His inheritance. We have nothing to claim from Him. To live a life of holiness is a vital decision each child of God needs to make. We make this decision once and then we outwork it on a daily basis. We outwork this decision as we are presented with daily choices: where to be or where not to be, what to do or what not to do, what to listen to or what not to listen to, what to look at or what not to look at, what to eat and drink or what not to eat and drink. A decision to live a holy life requires living in the fear of God. The fear of God makes one depart from sin. It makes one flee every appearance and form of iniquity. It requires brokenness, self-discipline, and self-control, the ability to put your feelings and emotions under check. Living a life of holiness also requires accepting the authority of the Word of God. The Word of God will either take you away from sin, or sin will take you away from the Word of God. The Word of God gives us inner strength, spiritual power. As we feed on the Word, we grow in strength and are able to resist temptation and worldly pressure. You cannot claim the promises in the Word of God if you do not submit to the same Word. Living a life of holiness requires focusing on what you stand to gain, the promises and provisions of God for you, your possessions, and your glorious destiny. It is imperative for us to think for a minute before involving in an unholy act, to count the cost, the possible losses of peace, joy, confidence in God, relationship with God, unanswered prayers, etc., if we succumb to unrighteousness. Holy living requires a life of obedience to God and His Word. We cannot eat our cake and have it. We cannot continue in sinful and ungodly habits and hope that grace will multiply on our lives. A life of holiness guarantees God's presence with you and releases His amazing presence into your life. Let us be holy. God bless you.